Owners and founders, you want to profitably exit your business, set it up and sell it. Maybe you want the employee ownership trust or management buyout or to be acquired. This is going to help you to mitigate the risk. What are the risks in terms of your staff? How can you have a proven process to deal with it? So, how do you prepare for significant leadership transitions to set the sail, set the course, and achieve what you want to achieve? There are three big risks that derail employment ownership trusts and management buyouts: transition and succession. So managing that transition in terms of leadership and getting the right people to take over your leadership is vital. Maintaining control through the process and making sure it's appropriate, letting go, giving over, making sure it's safe, and financial results. So that's the biggest risk. If you don't get this right, you don't get the returns that you've spent so much time building up. So you want a proven process? We can give you 50 days. Amazing process that will activate your managers, set the course, shift the culture, and then a plan to continue and build so that you can actually get to a point where time and delivery freedom is there. It runs without you and you can safely let go. So the 5 leadership challenges to achieve this, and this is based on research and experience. Number 1 is trust. The big challenge is employees trusting each other, and trusting the process, making sure it works. If you don't get that right, you have serious resistance and skepticism which blocks it. Engagement. So if you don't get them engaging, that's a serious problem. You need them actively involved and participated. If you don't get that, you get limited motivation and decreased productivity. Communication. There needs to be effective communication channels. If you don't, miscommunication, misunderstandings, it all breaks down. It's really, really important. And leadership development. Do you have the staff to take it forward? Do you have the managers? Do they have the skills? If you don't, there's inadequate preparation. It's really critical you prepare them well because you care for them. You've built this. This is your baby. You want to sell it and you want them to get a great return and you to get a great return. And then the challenge of shifting culture. That's always difficult. But if you empower your people and position them right, they can really enjoy it and you can enjoy it. So trust, engagement, communication, leadership, cultural change. How do we do that? Well, we have a 3-step process. Talent ROI system. Number 1, getting rock solid performance foundations. That's a natural energy alignment, which is to do with positioning your staff in their strength, where their natural energy is related to roles or tasks that energize them, that they're good at, being aware of that, their strengths, understand their weakness, understanding overplaying your strength as a weakness, vision and values clarity. That's critical in terms of where you're going, skills and experience. Secondly, okay, let's have a look. Optimize your current managers, position them based on who they are. And then who do you lack? What do you need what leadership skills are needed to replace yourself or within your team? And that's assessment, that's training your current leaders and sourcing new leaders and training them, and then measurement to make sure that they're applying the rock solid performance foundations. 3rd step, ignite team productivity. How do we do that? So we have a whole process that helps us. This is effectively what we do. 1st step, it starts from internal realization of who the leader is. The MD, the founder, does a contribution compass. That is free. You can get a free assessment. We then do your team. If you engage in our process and understand where they're at, their natural energy, they learn a communication style that's appropriate to them and to others. So communication channels are open, trust is open, safe. Psychological safety, they have a facilitated process which is very effective. They start applying it. Step 3, we have already done research and surveys, and they start applying it to their staff, the managers apply it, and then there'll be a fourth step. There's a workshop where we then deal with the biggest challenges and work through that. And 5th step is have a roadmap to embed this and take it forward so that this culture change is not lost. So we've talked through the step 1 deals with trust. Trust is built up in waves, so that's why it's critical you start with self, and understanding yourself and who you are as a leader, and then your leaders, and position them correctly. Then it moves out to understand others, and that's why we use a facilitated process. So you learn about yourself and others at the same time, and then there's the organizational, market, societal side. These are the key pillars. In many cases, this is unfortunately what it looks like in businesses and teams. Vision and value is really not clear, and people don't see they're allocated for them. And reason why typically is natural energy. They don't really understand themselves, their leadership ability, and what empowers them. Where can they be in their sweet spot? So that will be sorted out, and you position people to really achieve. What we do, we use Contribution Compass. It's a super powerful process to understand yourself, understand your team, and position people based on the natural energy. Very good for team and individual positioning. Testimonials. This Joe in the UK, his biggest learning experience is, how to build and grow teams, the right team, and Contribution Compass was a key part of that in terms of getting well balanced. Solving employee engagement. This is so powerful because everybody works together in the facilitated process. Communication channels are opened as in the workshops, and a deeper understanding. So there's actually a communication framework. Effectively, what happens is it's like three circles coming together: the individual talent, and their natural energy, their team talent, and the purpose. And when you get these three circles pushing in, outside is the external coaching, the facilitation, pushes it together, you get a much higher performance zone, and that's exactly where you want. And you then get the right, make sure you don't have any lack in your team. So there's some examples. You can look at this, different situations when alignment's not right. If an individual's not aligned, you'll see you need both three circles, all three circles aligned to get the best return. You deal with leadership development. Well, you've identified in step 2 where your need is and what training you need to do and to move people forward. The cultural change then happens as it starts with your leadership team, yourself, your leadership team, and we deal with these issues, and we then in the 3rd step set a map, a plan to go forward. So that Ignite team productivity is the final step in setting your course and identifying the specific challenges. So you will have a charter to take you forward. So there you have the whole process. Within 7 weeks, you set yourself up, you activate your people, you get the course set, and you then know how to continue and implement to get to a point where you can have time and delivery freedom as a manager and owner. You can actually sell a business without needing you to be involved. Testimonials for myself. I'm very passionate, committed, absolutely passionate to have entrepreneurs succeed and sell their businesses. Helped Loop Engineering understand their business, make strategic growth decisions, and have sustainable growth. Marcin, another director, helped them to a new level of confidence to make decisions and move their business forward. Other testimonials, the Contribution Compass really is incredible. It's used in the UK, South Africa. It really is a phenomenal tool, and I'd love to share it with you as a complimentary so you can see how powerful it is. There's another one in Australia, just how valuable this Contribution Compass process is in terms of positioning your team and your business, get the right people on board, and ignite the performance. So, prevent those 3 big risks that derail employer ownership trusts and management buyouts. Set your course, become a talent ROI business builder. 50 days, you can get there quickly. We can set the course and take you through our process, which is very proven. Get a complimentary consult, get the insights of Contribution Compass. Happy to do that so you can see the value. I'll also do an audit, so real value add to you. Audit the status of your company's ability to run without you. Really powerful, and you'll have some key actionable steps. There's the process. It's simple, but it's highly effective, and you will get to where you want to go. Great. Book a consult. I look forward to connecting.